Hi, welcome back to Jen's Addiction, and thank you so much for coming back to see me on this special episode where I count down my favorite 25 vintage vinyl finds of this year, 2025. So 25 for 25, that kind of thing. You know, I had a killer year when it came to getting records. I cannot even go through everything that I was able to find and all the amazing things that we were able to pick up, new and old. It was just a fantastic year for music in my house, and I am so grateful. But I thought that perhaps it would be fun, since it's the year end, to do kind of like a year end special, if you will, around what my 25 favorite vintage vinyl finds were for the year. I have, like I said, so many to choose from, but these are the ones that really spoke to me, surprised me, excited me, really got me extra jazzed up about my collection and completing my collection. So I have 25 to go through. I know that's going to be a lot. I'm definitely going to dig in. I try my best to not linger too much on anything in particular. Some of these I've showed before, maybe all of them I've showed before. I can't remember. Now it's been a heck of a year, and I haven't even had my channel for a full year yet. So who knows? But I am just super excited to go through these. Please hit like and subscribe, by the way, if you've not done so already. I'm so appreciative of all you for being here this calendar year. It has just been an amazing, amazing year, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. And if you haven't joined yet, please do so. I hope to have a lot more fun as we go forward into the year. So having said that, I'm going to jump in because there's just a lot to get through, and I'm trying to keep it on the time limit, but I'm going to kick things off. And I think I have all my dates correctly. So if not, but my very, very first find, I couldn't have been more thrilled to get, as a fan of Susie and the Banshees and the Creatures, to actually get a copy of Wild Things. This is 1981. Just an absolute amazing, amazing gatefold 45 cover. It's in that beautiful black and white with a little bit of a silver cast to it. I don't even know if you can really see it that well. Very much like a Man Ray photograph, just beautiful. There's the inside. I mean, she just looks fantastic. You get two 45s with this one. Each one has the exact same photo of her in the middle. And then the black and white print. I had been trying so hard to find a copy of this in good condition, just kind of out in the wild. And this is one that I did end up pulling the trigger on and buying. I did buy it through an online source, and I'm glad I did, because it is truly gorgeous and it sounds great. And I just, oh my gosh, I can't imagine my Susie Creatures collection without it. So the next one is an upgrade for me. So it was 87, is that 87? 79, London Calling. I had to think about that for a minute. This is kind of an upgrade copy. I had one a long time ago that kind of got destroyed. And then I did have it on CD forever, but to actually get my hands on one has just been a thrill. So I was super excited to get a hold of that. 1987's Document by REM. I am a fan of REM. There are just certain songs and certain sounds that I absolutely love. And I would say Finest Work Song is probably one of those. I never thought I would find a copy this nice. And it was just an absolute thrill. It was kind of up on a high shelf in a record store. We spied it from far away. And then when I got it in my grubby little hands and I saw how pretty it was, I was like, oh, hello. So there you go. We were super stoked to get the 79 US copy of Replicas. We are big fans of Gary Newman in this house. And so the Two-Way Army era, Gary Newman, just, so fantastic. We had a reissue for the longest time. And this one did pop up in a record store. I think somebody had sold off their whole Gary Newman collection. We scored a few things, but that was a real standout for me. So one of the first record shows I went to this year, I just casually found this. I don't even know if not everybody always knew what Madhouse was. So I felt super fortunate. This 87 copy. It is beautiful. I mean, it really is in great shape. It's kind of one of those that made me scratch my head and go, am I getting punked here? Like, it was really inexpensive, really, really good looking. And I could not believe my luck. And then fast forward to a trip we took and we went into a record store in Ohio. And then there was the second one, 16, and it is equally as pretty, absolutely just straight up in a bin. When you walked in the door, it was one of the first things that I saw. So as a Prince fan, and really a fan of that kind of jazz sound, I just thought these were awesome additions to our Prince collection, but just super unique. I love everything about them. It's just like a hidden gem. Another absolute thrill for me was the 2004 Duran Duran Astronauts record. Never thought I would get this on LP. I bought it new on CD. I mean, just to have the original Fab Five all together was so, I just thought everything about this album sounded absolutely perfect. It took me back to that sound and the way I felt when I first ever heard them. And so I was so thrilled to get this. I never thought I would get such a nice copy, let alone just find it in a record store, but it had been on a wall, oh my gosh, for quite a while. And my husband finally just said, hey, he struck a deal. They negotiated. I got it for, I think, a very fair price. And I am blown away, so thrilled. So that was a huge win. Another great find was this 85 UK copy of Bauhaus's 79 to 83. This was sort of a real pinnacle record for me. It was always such a great part of my collection. I always felt a little more like we would have the double CDs, and you just sort of felt like, I'm a real Bauhaus fan, but I just love it. Has the, made in England sticker on the back, and it was such in great shape. I mean, it's maybe hard to tell, but the blacks on this just really looked fantastic. Such a win. I mean, I can't even, there's so many great songs on this record. It's just such a win. And as a fan of Peter Murphy and a fan of Bauhaus, I just can't even. Another huge obsession of mine this year has been Sunday Girl from Blondie. The whole look, like that look is just like awesome. And so just getting anything with this particular image on it was huge for me. I would love to get the Australian copy of this 12-inch single. It is a colored vinyl, but I think everything else is the same. It's just a different vinyl, but I don't know, man. I just dug this one so much. I was so thrilled. So I'm still anything Sunday Girl. I'm still in the mood. Another great find was it was the 72 Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. I have my dad's original copy, but it literally looks like I've taken sandpaper and rubbed all over it. So I'm very excited to get a nice, pretty, clean copy. I mean, honestly, I could not believe this was just sitting there waiting for us to take it home. It is so pretty. I love this one so much. Another huge find for me. Oh, you can see Gracie's tail back there too. Gracie's excited about music. Hi, Gracie. Do you want up? Come up. Up. I don't even. Okay, there she goes. All right. So another huge find for me was this copy of Dag Nasty. I forget the year on this one. I think 1987. I had this on cassette tape. I listened to Wig Out at Dinko's 100 times a day if I listened to it once. Never thought I would get such a nice copy of this album. It has a little wear, but for this genre of album and to find one where it does not look completely trashed, such a win. The record's in great shape. It sounds wonderful. I just absolutely love it. 1996 is The Cure, Wild Mood Swings, another huge find for me this year. This one was sealed. I did open it on one of my other episodes. I shocked a few people, but I wanted to listen to it. And I like my records to be opened. I don't typically keep them sealed. And it sounds fantastic. And it is everything I would want it to be and more. And again, another record that was in limited quantities, I think, on LP. So to find one in great shape, sealed at a record store, such a thrilling win this year for me. Now, I say I want to open my records and play them, and that brings us to Depeche Mode's 101, 1989 copy. If any of you have seen me talk about this record, then you know that it is sealed. It's got a tear in this corner from the vinyl, though. And I want to slit it open. I just don't want to compromise the plastic because it has a sticker on there that is from the record store that I worked at the year and era that I worked at. So it's just like a whole thing emotionally for me. So I don't want to ruin it. I want to keep it all intact. So I have not opened this one yet, but I will. I'm going to, I swear. It's kind of killing me. I need to just get a really sharp knife and just kind of go from there. We'll see. This was a huge find for me, kind of an end of the year grail, if you will. This 2014 edition of the Cramps Fiends of Dope Island. It is a green vinyl. I wanted this particular copy because I like the fact that it's just luxe. I loved this black and white photo. It has got a green kind of cast to it. It is just the coolest. I think it is so cool. And I wanted it as part of my Cramps collection so bad. So absolutely thrilled beyond words. That one was just a crazy new pickup. And what a way to end the year. I can't even. Another great find. I mean, a beautiful find, really. This is an amazingly clean copy of Kraftwerk's Computer World. I mean, songs like Computer World and Numbers and Pocket Calculator and all the things that you love about Kraftwerk. This is such a cool record and I love it so much. I used to roller skate to Numbers. Like, I love it. This record I did order online. It is a really nice copy of 1988's Peep Show. I think it's kind of I don't want to say forgotten gem for Susie and the Banshees, but maybe I'm more nostalgic. Of course, I remember when not every Susie album came out new, but this one for sure. And from the minute I heard the first songs to the very last song on side 2, it was so good. And I had bought the CD and I had a cassette tape, and I think I burned a hole through that tape. I love this album so much, and it is so pretty. Like, it's another one of those that I just can't believe my luck. It really looks great. Most of the ones I find have terrible wear on the back, something just tragically wrong with it, or the record is okay, just something. You guys know how it is, right? Like, there's always something. Another huge score was this copy of Danzig's first record. Many of you know I just got this just a few months ago. It was just the most incredible find. Golly, I don't know what else I can say about this. If you love Danzig, you know that this is absolutely an amazing record. Every song on there is just powerful. It's one you love. I love to play loud. Side 1, side 2, doesn't matter where you start. They are all super good. I did happen to get an original copy of Betty Davis's self-titled first album. I had a reissue. I'm a huge Betty Davis fan. I think she's just funky and amazing and powerful, and I love everything about her. And this album is just so good. And again, so pretty. The color is so good on this record. I am always blown away that I have it, that I found it. Whoever had this record before me took such good care of it, and I'm so grateful to you. It's just, whoever you are out there in the cyber world, if you see this and at all think it might have been yours, it's now mine. It's in good condition, I swear, and you took excellent care of it. Thank you. Another huge find for me was Ministry's original with Sympathy. I'm a big fan of Ministry, and their first 2 albums are some of my absolute favorites. I think they're perfect just as they are. I know they've reissued them. That's one album I've not picked up yet, and I need to do that. I do not believe I'll be disappointed. I've heard the outtakes from it, but regardless, I absolutely love this record, and it was another one that I had it on CD. I would see, when I worked at the record store, you would see copies come in, and I was just like, oh, where am I going to put it? And even though I would buy records, it was just, at that time, you know how it is. I'm not saying anything to you guys. You don't know, we're all in the same age wheelhouse here. We all have those stories, and you just think, had I known, and I guess I did. I never got rid of my records. I guess I still loved them. I just, it's what you were listening to. So a huge win was getting this copied 1973 US release of the Ramones self-titled album. This is cool. It has got the original shrink wrap on it too. It was another just absolutely beautiful find. I'm so thrilled to get this copy. Another just classic record, classic album cover, everything I love about rock music and rock and roll and punk, and it's just all on here, and it's so good. And another, you think of this black and white album cover and rock and roll, then you cannot help but think of the New York Dolls too. Another fantastic record and album cover. Iconic in every way. So sad that we lost David this year, but man, what a history, what a legacy. And these guys are just unbelievable. I think I've mentioned that there is the Kane documentary. Oh my gosh, I'm just totally gonna lose my mind here. But anyway, if you've not seen that yet, check it out. Any of the documentaries on the New York Dolls, so good, just so good. So love that one. I'm just absolutely thrilled. Been looking for that forever, and I think it was a birthday or Christmas. No, couldn't have been Valentine's Day. It was an anniversary. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it was oh my gosh, everything about this is just so good. Arthur Kane, thank you. Hello, my brain's catching up. All right, this next one I'm keeping covered because I have to, but this was the amazing Slits album Cut. I believe Butchie plays on part of this album too. Just pure female punk perfection. Everything about that era in music is on this record. I love every minute of it. This was a surprise find at an antique mall this past spring, and man, just so good. Such a surprise and so amazing. And not to be outdone, because apparently this must be the year for buying topless album covers. Jimi Hendrix UK release for Electric Ladyland. I tried to put crop tops on all of them, but you win some, you lose some. But just a killer copy. It is super pretty. You can almost hear the crack on the spine when you go to open it. The records sound great. All Along the Watchtower, one of my all-time favorite Jimi Hendrix songs. And everything about that record is just so perfect. I did get an additional copy of the Cramps Psychedelic Jungle. I picked this up in the spring of 2025 at a comic book convention. Anytime I can find awesome looking copies of vintage Cramps records, I'm all about it. And this is no exception. So it's got The Crusher on it, which is my favorite Cramps song. And that brings us to our very last record of 2025 of my top 25. And by the way, these were in no particular order. Any of these could have been a number one pick. But we are big fans of The Damned here. And this was such a fun find for us because we love anything. And this is the pop-up record. So I just think that is so cool. Isn't that cool? I don't take it out and pop it out all the time, but when I get in the mood for a pop-up book, there is nothing kind of like a damn pop-up book. So there you go. So there you go, guys. 25 of my favorite vintage finds for 2025. It has been, like you said, an incredible year for music in my house. I could just go on and on. Any of these records behind me were pickups this year, and I have been thrilled with all of them, new and old. Music I discovered, music I've rediscovered. It's just been an incredibly crazy, fun year. So what have you guys picked up? What are your favorite things that you found for 2025? Any surprises? Anybody new? Something that's new to you, but maybe was has been around a long time. There's so many of those great stories out there. You guys are always so great and share. And I love to hear what you've all been up to. So on that note, I hope you have an amazing end to your 2025, that the next year and all the years that follow are filled with fun and adventure and music of all kinds, because that is just what it's all about. So enjoy yourself, enjoy your time with your records and your family, and whatever it is that makes you happy. So keep spinning those tunes and come back and see me. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.